Hi, I'm Bea.
And I'm Morgan.
And welcome to our podcast where we talk about truly random and sometimes unbelievable things that happen in our lives. We will sit here and try and get a buzz while you listen and judge. Normal life drama or straight up trauma?
This time it's actually just fucking trauma.
Yeah, like you make that joke every time, but no.
No, like this is actually...
This is going to be a very sensitive episode, and if you need to skip it, we understand.
So we'll do our normal trigger warnings right here, and then there will be some more. I'm already triggered from this episode.
She hasn't even heard half the shit.
Trigger warnings include, but are not limited to, sarcasm, booze, swearing, sickness, mental health, physical health, breakdowns, and crash outs. Possible mentions of blood, vomit, and cheaters. Okay. Additional ones are going to end up being actual physical abuse.
Technical child abuse. It was the 90s. It was a gray area.
It is a gray area, but it's still child abuse.
I said technically.
You were abandoned, bitch.
More than once.
Exactly. Child endangerment and abuse. How about that?
That's fair. And drugs.
And before we get to that, we have new equipment. So the levels and the sounds are going to sound different.
This is our first time using it, so bear with us. It's a learning curve.
Yep. So from here, the things are going to start to sound a little different, a little weird.
A little better.
It might end up being worse depending on how I fuck with it. I'm trying my best.
Morgan, the sound guy.
I do everything else.
Morgan is the real talent behind the show. I'm just the face.
You're the face and the trauma. I have the talent of behind the scenes. I'm okay with that.
She is. Well, I mean, I tried to give you a chance to be on the scenes, and she was not a fan. Also, before we forget, because we did.
Well, that's I was going to say.
Yeah, okay.
We have a sangria that I made
for us.
It is Stella Rose Black, a apple cider original from Angry Orchard, and a crayon apple.
Ooh.
With cut up grapes and strawberries with frozen grapes as ice cubes.
As you should. Also, this is going to be a special episode and related to Mother's Day.
Yes. Normally it'd be like a Happy Mother's Day.
Not today.
We have childhood snacks.
And our little rompers that you can't see because I'm cold and I'm in a blanket.
Yeah, I mean, I would take my blanket off, but that my legs might blind everybody with how pale they are.
Same, actually. But our snacks. Cheez-Its.
Mm-hmm.
Gummy bears. Cream pie. That is actually what it's called. Or oatmeal
cream pie.
Just because you know who you are.
Yeah.
Swiss rolls. Rice Krispie treats. Grapes and strawberries.
Some chips if we need some salt.
And then in front of us are our cute little baby Yoda scenes.
So we found...
I'm so excited. I got the cookies.
We needed something happy before getting way into this episode.
I gave Morgan a little bit of a teaser. I do want her raw reaction, but I also didn't want her to
She got me a good little bit into it, and I was like, okay, we need to stop. Not because I'm traumatized yet.
She will be.
I will be. But it's more of we need the raw reactions to shit that happened in your life before we even met.
Technically, before I even met my dad.
Before you were even existing.
Yes.
So this is going to be a fun one. There will be a little bit of a... Actually, we could just do it now.
Yeah, but what a little bit of what?
What I've been working on for the last week.
Oh, yeah. Let's start off with something happy before I ruin all of your hopes and dreams.
So for the last week, I have been dealing with the internet.
The interwebs, if you will.
The internet is I can't sing that song. That's an Avenue Q song. I can't sing that one.
Don't.
I finally have gotten up our store.
She's worked really hard on this, and I've critiqued a lot because I'm an annoying little bitch.
But it's also our podcast, our store. Everything is attached to our names, our faces, and now apparently my social.
We're gonna work on that. We're gonna get an LLC.
Yeah,
if
we're
we
gonna
start.
change some things later on in time.
Yes, but right now.
Um,
But oh, did you check?
I did not, but I will.
Okay.
But we do have The Swarm is finally up. You can Google it. Oh wait, oh yeah, it shows up in Google.
And if any of you, we will link this to
Yes.
YouTube.
It will be mostly linked on YouTube. I think I can add it to our description
Yes,
for
and
everything else. I'm gonna work on it.
we're gonna play around with that. But if you know us in real life, and even if you don't, you can DM us.
And eventually we might have discount codes.
Eventually. Right now, we need to.
We
figure
need to
some
make
things out.
money before we ask you guys to not pay as much. Because the way,
And we don't make very much off of this merch. Just so you know,
yes,
they're very very reasonable priced.
yes, I have very little to do about the price for a lot of the items. Most of the price is actually made by how it's developed.
It kind of auto generates a price, and then if we don't like it, we look into whether or not we can cost effectively make it cheaper.
Yes, and like sometimes they add like $5, $10 of this is what you'd make as a profit. Okay, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be $60 for one thing.
Yeah. So actually, right now, currently, nothing is at over $60. There is one thing in the shop that is close to $60, but
Yes.
the rest of it is in like the 20, 30.
Yeah,
range.
I try to keep it reasonable, especially because we have a lot of friends who are not getting paid right now.
We're gonna look into if we can make that expensive item cheaper than the current price, but it won't be much cheaper just because it costs a lot to make.
Yeah, it's
Unfortunately,
like $20 to just make the one
it's
item.
35.
Oh, I think I moved it down,
Oh, okay.
but like its development price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will stay The Swarm. It's up, it's running. We're working on how you pay. That's a whole other thing. They gave us a way to do it, and it's not that it's bad, it's just not as accessible for everyone. So we're working on it. I think that's the only other we have the buzz we're gonna be doing on the 1st.
Yes. But that'll be after this.
Yes.
We would have already done it by the time this episode airs.
That's okay.
The
because
next
we haven't
one will be, hold on, phone for calendar only, not because I'm ignoring you all.
I think it's the 4th?
It's the 5th.
The 5th, okay.
June 5th will be our next one, and that one will 100% be Phasmophobia.
Oh, yeah.
The first, it might be Sims, it might be Phasmophobia. We haven't decided yet. We're not going to physically be together for that one because life is lifing.
Yeah.
What time did we?
We did not
We didn't pick a time. A little editor's corner will come out
beforehand.
before the first happens, just so you guys know when to stay tuned and what we'll be doing.
And I'll put it on all of our socials. I will post something.
Just so, yeah. And then how long we're on that, it just depends on how interactive you guys are.
And I might stay on longer and just like build. Because I'm going to pre-build the house. We're going to make our Sims together.
Yeah, the first one will probably be Sims. The second one will probably be Phasmophobia. So by the time you're listening to this, it'll be Phasmophobia.
Yes.
So
the second one we know.
We'll talk about the first one on our little editor's corner, not this episode.
Now that we've taken up 12 minutes of your time, it's about to get super traumatic. So this is your opportunity now
to
leave or skip to the end to see, what we ate or how
I'm the chewing was.
Or how I'm dealing with your trauma. See how much we actually drink.
We might need to pause and have Morgan refill.
We have stuff done here, thankfully.
I know. That's why I said we might need to pause and have Morgan refill.
So this one might be longer than our normals, and that's okay.
Yes, because this one's going to go over basically my whole, well, not my whole childhood, but my whole, like, the good chunk of my egg donor part of my childhood, which was only, like, the first 5-6 years of my life. And then she dipped.
Until she reached out again.
Yeah, we'll touch base on that.
Yeah, okay.
Those were a little bit
different,
and they were smaller. They were like, "You're an idiot. Please leave."
All right, so let's start this. I'm ready.
Are you?
No.
Okay. So, first thing you need to know about B And we're going to get into all the reasons why. I do not like physical touch. Physical touch is not my love language. If I give you a hug, I really love you.
That's special.
And even then, it's either you really needed that hug or I needed that hug, or in the case of Dee in that one concert, I was about to murder.
Yeah, that's the only way to really restrain her.
The bear hug.
Mm-hmm.
Which pisses me off even more, but saves a life. So yeah, hate to be touched. Also, shocker, I have abandonment issues.
I should have drank at that point.
You're gonna have a lot of those moments. That's why we got the sippy straws.
Fair. And lids.
Even better. Um, I cannot say how many times I've stayed in a situation years, for years, past their expiration date because I am afraid of being alone. Like, my fear of abandonment is crippling. Um, my next thing is I'm either super, super, super empathetic or I give no fucks. Like, I have no empathy for
Mm-hmm.
you whatsoever. There is no in between. Like, I do not process real life issues like a normal person. Like, I just can't do it.
So real life trauma or straight up trauma?
Exactly. Um, so one of my biggest pet peeves is when someone tries to blame being a shitty person on having a bad life or a shitty childhood. I'm like, no, we won't be doing that today. Um, like, that sucks that happened to you, but it's not an excuse to be a trash person. The reason for that is because I too had a very shit childhood in the early years. Later on, it was better. But my egg donor was not a good person and an even worse mother. Have you ever met someone that is both like always the victim and me?
You mean Big Red?
I was thinking the same thing when I was writing this shit. And also, as her oldest child, I was her first meal ticket.
Oh, God.
This woman has 3 biological children. Would you like to take a guess at how many of us grew up with her?
0.
Exactly. We all ended up with our dads, but my dad was the first.
Listen, your dad likes me at least a little.
Yes, as proven by
Just be proven by the 3 phone calls I've been a part of. He goes, oh, yeah, no, that's okay.
I like how he was like, "Why did she answer your phone like that?" And I was like, "To make sure that you knew it wasn't me." And he's like, "I think I know your voice."
You
Like,
would
do you
think,
though?
but
Do you though?
parents don't know.
So egg donor's priority was drugs, alcohol, and men. It was not her children.
You.
Um, she was the stereotypical piece of shit mother. Like,
Mm,
seriously, this woman did not give a crap. Honestly, her children were inconvenient.
that's what happens when you have sex. Oops, sorry, spoiler.
Yeah, no, so she was absolutely trash. Like, she did not care, and then when I got to a certain age, I got to babysit.
What age was that?
Like 4, 5.
That's not responsible.
No, it was not,
Okay.
because I left my baby brother in the little swingy thing,
Hmm.
and then when they came home and he needed a diaper change because I didn't know to take him on
Oh,
a
it
swingy thing.
didn't teach you any of it.
Nope.
Okay, just left you.
I got my ass beat.
So that's where
Like,
that child
I
abuse.
literally got thrown through a freaking wall for that one.
You know, I was always threatened with that from my mom.
No, it was an actual, like,
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, so that would actually be abuse and not uh 90s ha ha ha.
Yeah, but again, the 90s were, like, a crazy
Yeah,
time, so in the 90s, I don't know if that, like,
that would still
technically
be
qualified.
no, still abuse.
Um,
Still abuse.
I mean, you're not wrong. So, when I was little, my friends were cops, and by that, I mean that they got called to the house a lot.
I, mm, I have
Stepdad number 1 was a real winner.
mm.
Real winner. I used to protect my brother by going down and stepping in between.
At what age?
That was probably, again, like 4 or 5. I got
I mean, I know you're
literally
ballsy, but like,
well, okay, I was a kid, I didn't know any better, but that's where my protective nature comes in, and you've seen how vicious
yeah,
I can get when I'm protective. I
that's
also
that's why you have claws.
yes, for those of you watching on YouTube, I just flashed them for those of you listening at home.
Oh, hello.
Hi! I forgot that I talk lower than you, so this is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to make sure that I don't ruin their ears with the new equipment.
yeah, that's fair. He literally, like, at one point swung me by my hair across the room. So yeah.
So, like the Trunchable.
Yes.
Got it.
But
Cool.
like in real life.
Okay, cool.
Let's see, what else did stepdaddy number one teach me? I learned how to roll a joint.
Oh,
Yes, my mother, and when I say my mother, I mean my actual mother, not my egg donor. She was not thrilled by this information because I came home from a visit from my egg donor and my stepdad's because at one point they did have split custody.
hmm
And I was like, "Look what I learned," and she was like, "That's nice."
yeah. That
She's
doesn't.
like, don't do that." Like that. She's like, "That's really good. You're right. That you're so proud of you, sweetheart. Don't do that."
But like, it's a very good like distinction for listeners. Egg donor is the one who did the things we're talking about, and your
Mom
mother and
is
mom
not. Yeah.
is not.
No, mom is the one that raised
Yeah.
me.
Like,
She
if I've learned anything from today, listening to the very few things, is to know when she's talking about her mom and when she's talking about her egg donor.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. Like, me and mom didn't always get along, but she never taught me how to roll a joint or burnt me with cigarettes.
Jesus is clearly not here.
Jesus did not take the wheel.
He went home for better shoes instead of his sandals. That's
Also, a fun fact, with stepdaddy number 3, don't hide in a closet when you're playing hide and seek with people who are strung out on drugs because they, when they eventually realized that they were supposed to be counting, because hide and seek, that's the
yeah,
game that they would tell children to
yeah,
go play so they could get out of their hair.
yeah. So
Um,
they could have sex, do drugs, or all of the above.
they'll think that they lost you,
Oh, jeez.
and to be fair, they have lost me at some point. So yeah, and when they find you, they again beat you.
Because it was your fault that you got lost.
Yes. Well, I fell asleep. Like they took too long.
Don't do drugs.
Oh, also, if you're in an old school house, which I don't think that there's very many anymore because this was like old school downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah, unless they're historical, most of them have been.
We had a crawl space that led to the attic. And I was playing hide and seek with my little brother, and I hid in there, and he shut the door and locked me in there.
Oh my god.
And then, like, I banged and screamed and cried, and nobody ever came. So,
Are you afraid of the dark?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay, good. So like when we're playing Phasmophobia and you get locked in a closet.
Why do you think I like hyper like
Oh,
you've
I
heard
have.
me hyperventilate in there, and it's a video game. Like, I'm totally in my bedroom with my lights on, and I'm just
And
like,
your
I don't like
dog.
it. Yeah, my dog's like, you're psychotic, but I love you.
Feed me.
He's like, can I have a fry?
Every time. Tato is a fry dog.
He is a cannibal because he loves all things potato.
Much like his mother.
That's why he was named Tato.
Fair. All right, so this is at
Um,
like 4 or 5. You've been locked in closets. You've
well,
been
this is from
lost.
basically like from 3 to 5.
Yeah, but you were also watching your younger siblings.
Yeah.
It's not okay. I get it, 90s, but like,
And actually, no, you know what? I lied. I was babysitting at 3 because my sister was born when I was like 5. Like, my mom and dad's son, and then my egg donor's daughter was born at the same year. So that was when I was 5. So I was 3, and I was babysitting.
see, we're not sponsored by a therapist, but we might be after this.
So my mom, when egg donor left the first time, she tried to be responsible and take me to a therapist, and we just didn't get along. And she basically said, don't bring her back here.
Did you bite her?
No, that was the dentist.
Okay, fair.
Who also asked that I not be.
I wonder why. Were you a piranha?
So something that they didn't know back in the 90s is that, so when you're hypermobile, which I am, the anesthesia doesn't work as well or as
Mhm.
long. So the dentist would actually hurt me, but they would think that I was being dramatic because they gave me anesthesia, not realizing that the anesthesia genuinely did not work on me.
Yeah.
And that is just for, like, mouth anesthesia, like, regular anesthesia, I feel like does work for me, like, in the stuff that they shoot in your veins and shit, but, like, for some reason, the
Yeah.
mouth anesthesia, it just I have to be heavily medicated and sedated when I go to a dentist, like, um, I don't have a nickname for him, but you know who I'm talking
I
about,
do.
has to take me to all my dental appointments. My
Roommate.
no, not my roommate,
Oh.
the other one, the one that we're going to the bar with.
Oh! Oh, 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 oh.
We haven't discussed a nickname with him.
I think he's gonna be a Sith Lord.
Yes, Sith Lord takes me to all my dentist appointments.
Yes. I can't wait to tell him that.
He'll just hear it on the episode.
Oh, I know. No, we can't
I know, I'm just kidding, I'll tell him.
but we could.
We could, but I'll tell him.
Yeah. Um,
No, he's an amazing human who I apparently connect to, and he thought I was gonna sacrifice. That's a different
um,
episode.
I'm not even surprised.
I never told you about how we became friends?
No.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked, I'm so sorry.
Well, okay.
Back to trauma.
Yeah, I was like, this is actually like a trauma episode.
Yes, no, so yeah, his version of how we met is traumatic. My version is
Funny.
funny.
No. All right. So
Okay, so anyway, back to
egg donor.
so egg donor, she did not realize that she could capitalize on a meal ticket until she let her jealousy get the best of her. Because remember, she, like the other individual, has to be the main character.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't want you, but you can't want anyone else.
Mm.
So unfortunately for her, because my mother is not one to be fucked with when it comes to her children. Unfortunately for her, she thought so she ran into my dad and my mom when they were out and about, and she's pregnant. And so she was like, "Oh, he has something nice. I want that." So she sued him or she attempted to sue him for back child support. Keep in mind, I was like 4 or 5 at this point, and like she would just drop me. Like in the past, I guess not for a while, because obviously he was in a relationship at this point. She would just drop me off whenever she wanted, and then just show back up.
Like I don't.
But anyway, so how I met my dad, because for the longest time I thought stepdaddy number 1 was my dad. Imagine that trauma. Let's unpack that.
I don't think we have time for that. We
Um,
might in July.
but so basically, she hold on, I gotta re-situate. She tried to sue for back child support, and my mother is a very, very smart woman, and she was like, "But how do we know she's like?" I don't know if it was my mom that influenced this or my dad, but both of them sat down and they're like, "Okay, but we want to know that she's mine."
I'm
Like,
gonna tell you right now, the viewers at YouTube are screaming at the screen.
why?
We can't see your face.
Okay, here.
There you go. That's why mine is way over here.
Hi.
Yeah, there you go. Now we can see your beautiful face.
Okay. But anyway, they were like, "Cool, but there's conditions. Like, we need to make sure that she's actually mine."
Mm-hmm.
Because my egg donor was a hoe. I almost said my mother was not a hoe. My
No,
egg donor was.
No, but it's like a habit. It's like,
That's why.
Yeah, mama's a hoe.
Yeah. I wanted to say that my mother was not a hoe.
No,
My egg
I
donor
haven't
was.
even met them.
No,
But
she's like the opposite. Like,
yeah.
no, very committed. Anyway, but they were like, "Okay, so we need a blood test and we want visitation." So, fun fact, I have several tattoos. For those of you watching YouTube, you can see some of them. For those of you knowing me in person, you obviously know this. For those of you listening, fun fact, I have 12 tattoos.
We have the same amount of tattoos.
Oh, that's amazing.
I just counted them the other day because someone asked. Sorry, sidetracked.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Okay.
apparently me and Morgan have 12 tattoos. I'm going to tell you right now, there is a difference between a tattoo needle and a syringe. And for whatever reason, and I think I get it from my dad because he's also afraid of these, and he also had tattoos at one point. He's getting them removed.
Oh, good for dad.
But I am deathly especially as a child for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
afraid of syringes. It took a doctor, 3 nurses, and my dad to get this blood sample to make sure I was his. And I'm pretty sure I bit someone.
I wouldn't be
Probably my dad.
surprised.
Probably my dad. Because I just remember, like, I have a very core memory of him yelling, "I swear to God, Brandy, if this needle pokes me instead of..."
Having talked to your dad a couple times, I could hear him doing that.
Like, I swear to God.
Like, I'm
Because, fun fact,
Grr.
the results will probably come back.
At that point, credit, we know they're positive.
Or
but
inconclusive. They would be like, it's the same
it's-
sample.
instead of like the TV, it's
It's
99.9999999.
100%.
It's 100% the same blood sample.
Limited time merch coming to you.
Oh, jeez.
Totally kidding. Morgan's about to murder me offline for that one. Because
I have so much merch to design.
I know, that's why I said she's gonna murder me offline. So this might be my last episode.
Listen, the amount of jokes we make about your death and the fact that you nearly died in your childhood.
Which time?
Oh God.
Okay. Anyway, so the test came back positive, obviously, because I
Clearly.
ended up moving in with them. But my egg donor and all of her beautiful wisdom and trauma on the way to go meet my dad for the first time that I could remember. Because again, I don't remember when I'm a baby. Nobody remembers. when
Well,
they're a
in
baby.
trauma.
She loved to tell me this beautiful story of how my dad never wanted me, and that's why he hadn't been in my life, and that he was abusive, and that he threw her down the stairs when she was pregnant to try and get rid of me. None of which happened, just to be clear.
Okay.
So my little 4 or 5-year-old ass
Mhm.
goes to a stranger's house, essentially, and his lovely new wife, and I like hide in a corner because I don't want them to touch me. I don't want to make him angry. Like,
Well, yeah, given the abuse so far from what stepdads 1 and 2 at that point.
yeah, I think stepdad 2 was in the picture at this point. Well, again, egg donor was a whore, so like it bounced back and forth.
Yeah, I'm like, so like between the different men she kept bringing home.
I have pink on me.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We will be getting stands for the mics.
We ordered them. They were supposed to be here yesterday, but a company that shall not be named for legal reasons told me today that it won't be here until tomorrow when it was supposed to be delivered yesterday.
Yeah. We have a little bit of like a setup change. Like there's going to be changes.
It's fine. We're progressing.
Developing. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was definitely afraid of him and his lovely new wife, who ended up being my mother. And yeah, like I wanted nothing to do with them. And I think like in her twisted mind, she was hoping that well, one, she wanted to cause the most pain and drama and conflict in someone else's life. Like she couldn't like just let people be happy.
Yeah, but just like dropping you off and
Also,
throwing you to the wolves, essentially.
pretty much. But also, I think she thought that if I said I was afraid, she could get away with getting paid without actually having to do visitation.
Oh,
But here's where she messed up, because she forgot that if my dad was in my life, she has a free babysitter. So this woman would drop me off at all hours of the night with no warning.
So that's abandonment still.
And my mom had a newborn.
No.
So you cannot be dropping people off at 10, 11
No.
o'clock at night, especially on school nights.
Because the baby, I mean, granted, they probably weren't sleeping anyhow,
But that's not the point. You want to like give them a chance.
They're taking care of a new life.
Yeah, a newborn.
Like that's.
Yeah, my mom got an Insta family. She got a baby and a 5-year-old all at once.
Well, see, at least you weren't a teenager.
I mean, but on some levels, I feel like that almost would have been better because then I could at least help with the baby.
Fair, yeah. You could have helped a little bit more with that one.
Yeah. Oh, also, back to trauma. Eventually, my mom had enough, and she tried to petition for primary custody. instead of
Okay.
visitation. Because
Sorry, my brain had to.
egg donor had primary at this
Yeah.
point. They were doing, like, a split custody, and it
Mm,
was supposed to be, like, every other whatever I don't know, because she never followed it, she'd just show up. And my mom was like, "I need structure. The kid needs structure. Like, we all need structure."
the ADHD, the autism, the crazy grossness.
So she was basically like, "No, this isn't working, like, we need to go to court and see if we can get primary, at the
Mhm.
very least." Like, at this point, she was still trying to make it work. And so they go to court, and egg donor, in all of her beautiful wisdom, wanted to treat me like a puppy. And what I mean by that is that when they asked for primary, she was like, "Oh yeah, they can have it for now." And the judge was like, No, it's either they get it and it's theirs, or
That's a bad grape.
we
Sorry.
yeah, I could have told you that by the color. Um, they they either get it and that's it, like, they have primary and you have visitation, or maybe we can talk about 50/50, but, like, she's like, "No, no, I think they can have it." And the judge was like, "Okay."
The fact is,
The
granted, okay, it could be just your memory. Like, right? Like, I'll give the devil's,
child.
yeah, the child, the it,
I'm an
but
it, guys.
your cousin it when your hair is long.
Yeah, I was like, "No, we fixed that problem."
Yeah. But it's still not how you should address a child, regardless.
No. Also, I found out, later, like, after the fact, that a huge role that played into them wanting primary was that, egg donor and I wanna say stepdad number 2. I wanna say number 2, but it could have been number 1, they're both
They were
yeah.
interchangeable.
Um, they had left all the kids at my mom's friend's house, or not my mom, egg donor's friend's house, and they left to go get high or drunk or whatever, and they never came back. We were there for days until the friend reached out to my aunt and was like, "Can you come get them?"
They've been here for days. They've eaten me out of house and home.
Right? And then my aunt reached out to my dad, and they were like, "Hey, can we drop her off at yours?" Because, like, my aunt had 2 kids of her own.
Yes, they're already dealing with a lot.
Like, they had teenagers,
Oh God.
and one of them was a boy.
Mm.
So, yeah, they had teenagers, and then,
Mm.
a donor had 3 kids. So, like, you can't have 5 kids in the ghetto.
No, well,
I mean, you can,
you
but
can,
like,
but
realistically, it was just not financially
no, it's not good. It's not responsible or
one,
physical.
especially when we all had other parents.
Yeah, like you had other parents, other family. You had people in the picture
Mhm.
that she clearly just said, "Nah."
Well, and then another thing, so my mom, bless her heart. So I would go over there and, like, when I would spend the night, like, she'd be like, "You wanna cuddle and watch a movie?" And I would cuddle like a dog at the bottom of her bed. And she'd be like, "No, Brandy, come up here. Like, come cuddle." And I'd be like, "No, thank you." She also bought me my first bed.
That's at what, age 5?
Yeah, so before that, I either slept on the floor, in a bathtub, or, again, at the bottom of
Oh,
people's beds.
oh God. And you already have a hard enough time sleeping.
Yeah.
It's explained more now, but Jesus.
Well, and again, like, I've never liked to cuddle or touch or hang
No,
with
you
them.
hate it.
I do, I really do.
Even
Um,
even like when we like casually just like like hand or like arm, we're just kind of like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. We don't touch B.
but yeah, no, you don't, because that's how you get hit.
Even when you have a really rough time, I don't even think at that point
No,
you let physical touch happen.
I don't.
Like, I can't. I can't
There's
even.
only, like, a handful of people I've gotten cuddly with, mostly exes.
Well, yeah.
But even then, it's like "Okay, like, that was nice, I'm done. You go over there, I'll be right here."
Yeah, in like the most cat-like way ever. And you're allergic.
So yeah, no, my mom gave me my first bed. And then, because, again, a donor cannot be outdone. when I
How
would go
dare
over there for visitation, a bed magically appeared.
what?
Yeah, it was pretty,
Get
pretty
you cookie, got you cookie?
yeah.
Got you bed, have
But
bed.
in the middle of the night, because I don't sleep, I rolled over and I found a baby monitor in the bed. 'Cause I don't know what they thought I was gonna do at,
What,
like, 6 or 7, like, but
murder? Okay, fair, fair. I'm sorry.
so, no, I remember when I found that, I snuck downstairs and called my dad and my mom from the kitchen phone, and I was like, "I don't feel comfortable, I wanna come home."
I mean, smart of you at 6 or 7, but,
Yeah, I was like, "I don't feel comfortable here, like, something's off," like, because 'cause I've always felt energy, so I was like, I was
yeah.
just like, "I don't wanna be here, I wanna go home."
Well,
And they came and
that's
got me, like, to their credit, they were like, "Okay," and then egg donor was all pissed off. She's like, "It's my weekend." They're like, "Yeah, and, we something came up." Like, to their credit, they didn't say that I called. They were just like, "Something came up, we need her home."
I can't imagine why. I mean, I can. Let me rephrase. I don't understand why the baby monitor was needed unless underneath you was,
Well,
the drugs or
to be fair, I was sharing a room with the other siblings. However, the baby monitor should have been visible. It shouldn't have been hidden.
no.
That's the part that in my gut, I was just like, "I don't feel comfortable with this situation, and I need to get out of it."
Yeah, because I can only imagine. Have you talked to her other children about the stuff that happened to
No, because
them?
I protected them from a lot. They were fortunate enough to get out of that situation at a younger age.
Okay, so they didn't have as much.
No, so one of them grew up with her grandparents,
Okay.
and the other one, I wanna say my aunt actually took him because his dad was the abusive one, but he doesn't know that, so if he ever listens to this, sorry, kid.
Listen, at this point, you're approaching adulthood, I assume.
He's an adult.
So
He's, like, in
if
his
he doesn't know,
30s.
yeah, if he doesn't know now, at least he can go to trauma therapy for it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that because again, his dad was not abusive towards him. So I don't know if it was a female thing
it
or if it was a his kid thing.
oh, that could be true,
But also, I always got in the way.
on purpose because he's
So
oldest daughter.
again, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
don't know if he would ever have gone that far with his kid, and if it was because he was a boy versus
a girl.
I'm a girl.
Well, and a lot of, narcissistic abusers, yes, there's so many, but a lot of them
I've
will
seen them all.
you you are like a freaking magnet, but they will abuse people who either remind them of someone in their life or
And I did look like egg donor, so that makes sense.
yeah, um, or they will ignore those people and go for the person that looks like them, like younger them.
So that's why I don't know.
So,
But also, and again, abuse is never okay. I'm not saying that, but egg donor was an instigator.
which is,
That's what I'm saying. So like it was a toxic situation all around. I'm not condoning what he did by any means,
mhm.
but like I got it because I got in the way. She got it because she probably instigated it.
Yeah, she probably would purposely be like, "What are you gonna do, stab me?"
She probably goaded him, if I'm being
Yeah,
completely honest. Again, like to clarify, abuse is never okay in any shape or form under any circumstances. However,
male, female, doesn't matter, it's
it
not
doesn't
okay.
oh, yeah, and boys can be abused too.
Yeah, they
That
can
sexist bullshit is not gonna
yeah.
stand here.
No, they can be abused mentally, physically, and sexually,
Yes.
and if you don't believe that, please stop. Just stop following, don't do anything,
Yeah,
we're
we
done.
we we don't need that kind of negativity in our
But we're
life.
also not therapists.
Yeah, don't take any advice from me, you'll end up drunk.
That's what's happening today. I know,
I'm
that's
so
mostly fruit.
I'm so proud of you.
Listen,
That
it was delicious.
it really was. No, but seriously, so, like, pause for a quick do not drink that near the mic again.
I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize it would make a noise.
It makes a slurp. But anyway, um,
I'm more happy that we found them
they're adorable.
to
Um,
kinda help with this trauma. Mm.
what other things happened in my life that I haven't told you about? Oh, mm, let's talk about
She's eating an oatmeal cream pie.
For those of you listening online and not on YouTube.
They're gonna hear a difference in your voice.
I know, sorry. Let's talk about the last time I ever saw Egg Donor. So Egg Donor did this really cute thing where it started out subtle. So we had the weekend visitations and, like, my dad or my mom, whoever was not busy at the time, would drop me off. And then I'd come home or whatever. And then it switched to, oh, she had to come pick me up. She would never pick me up.
Okay.
So she basically did, like, the slow burn where she faded into the background. And
Which is good because that's where she should have been the whole fucking time.
I think if mom knew half the shit that this woman had done to me, she would not have.
Wait, does mom know any of this?
I think she knows some of it. I don't know to the extent, though.
Oh my god.
I don't think she knows about the cigarettes because I think, like, heads would have rolled
Well,
for
I
that.
know. I'm like, I know you as a person.
She knows about the joints, obviously, because I told you.
You did. You demonstrated your
But
new skill.
yeah, I showed her firsthand what I was learning at the time mommy's house.
I just.
Um, and like she knew that I wasn't healthy because I was constantly in the hospital. Um, Egg donor never took me to school. So when I moved in with mom and dad, I went to school for the first time and I had to get all of my vaccines at once because I was not vaccinated.
But you don't do well with syringes.
But that didn't help. If I was ever gonna get over that fear, that ship sailed. And my mom is the opposite of an anti-vaxxer now. So like any vaccine that came out, we got it.
You essentially got the school form of a peanut butter shot.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Just all at once. Give it.
It was so bad. And then when I went to school, I was exposed to germs for the first time.
You get sick now as an adult. I don't. Oh my god.
I basically, it's a miracle I didn't die in the second grade.
Honest.
Because
kids are so
you're
gross.
supposed to get all that integration. Is that the word?
Yeah.
First it starts in preschool and then kindergarten or daycare or whatever, and I didn't get any of that. So
when was your first? Like, did you start first grade?
I think so, yeah.
So you didn't do kindergarten.
If I did, it was like one of those part-time bullshit things.
Okay.
Or I was registered in school, but I never actually got to go.
Okay, fair. So like you were there enough.
Yeah.
At some point that they moved you to the grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just kind of looked at your age and they went, all right, here's her age. Here's her vaccinations. Now we're going to test her. She's fine. She's
Welcome
not.
to the 90s.
Fair. We had a lot that just didn't.
We were part of that, not the Excel program, but you know what I mean?
I do, because I was. It's Jumpstart.
Yes, we were a part of Jumpstart.
It was Jumpstart because they would send you home through the summer, the monsters. But it would be in the summer. They'd give you here's your workbook. Do it.
You know what my mom did, though? That was great. She found the Jumpstart games.
Those games were the best.
They were the most, because she made it fun. Because I didn't want to. What kid wants to learn? No. Especially one that never had to.
I know at least 3 little girls who do.
Okay, but that's different.
They cry when they come home from school. The oldest, if she misses a day of class, an hour of class, she's crying.
Actually, it's funny that you say that because once I started going to school so I got really sick first and second grade, maybe a little bit into third. And then after that, I built up the immune system of an ox. I never got sick. So I went to school I had perfect attendance almost my entire life, to the point where my mom is not the person that you want to fuck with, okay? So when senior ditch day came around, I think I'm the only senior that asked for permission.
You asked permission to stay at school?
No, I asked for permission to skip.
Oh my god.
And she looked at me and she laughed and she's like, you never skip school. Yeah, just, I don't care, go for it. Like, whatever.
Meanwhile, at my school, we were finding empty handles of vodka.
Okay, but I also went to schools where back to childhood drama. When we lived in New Jersey, I have the hiccups. Um, um, I survived my freshman year of high school falling off of an obstacle course because my spotter wasn't paying attention. Yes, we had a obstacle course. It was amazing. I loved that school. We had a courtyard. We had a freshman, sophomore, and senior, junior building. It was like going to college. It was the best thing ever. Anyhow, but that came with issues. We had 3 bomb threats and 2 lockdowns.
Everything
And
happens
this
in New Jersey.
and this is how I got a cell phone because my mom needed to be able to get a hold of me.
What age did you get your first phone?
14, but not because I was going to be allowed a phone. I was like 14 or 15,
Mhm.
but it was only because my school kept having issues, and I would like randomly show up at home in the middle of the day, and my mom's like, "Why are you not at school?" And I'm like, "They shut it down." She's like, "What the hell do you mean they shut it down?"
This is this is like a real life bullshit, and like this is shit that like traumatizes kids. But oh my god, we have to wrap it up.
We really do. Oh, and we haven't even touched half of the. This is gonna be a really long episode, guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, um, no, so the last time I saw my egg donor, so, like, again, she slowly faded out in and out. Then when I was a little bit older, I wanna say 10, 11.
Mhm.
um, I had a fight with my mom, and I packed up my stuff, and I ran away because I was gonna go find my real mom, in quotes.
Oh, you did not.
No, I didn't tell her that.
Oh,
I wrote a note that, like, I'm just gonna go find her because like, I don't wanna be abandoned anymore, I wanna be loved. And
okay. Okay.
I got picked up by K-9. I got picked up by K-9, and they brought me home.
The police canine?
Yeah,
Oh, even
yeah,
better.
yep. Because the guy, like, he drove by me, and then he did a double take. He's like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "To get ice cream." And he's like, "With all your stuff? What's going on there?"
He knew better.
So he took me home, and my mom sat me down, and she's like, There are better ways to do this. You don't need to run away." So she found her.
Oh.
Bless her heart, she found her.
Oh god.
And at that time, she was rifting a poor preacher. So she was living with a preacher, and then she found a new guy, shocker,
Mm.
and she bought me all this crap thinking that that would make me love her again, and I was just like, "No."
Yeah, that's called love
And
bombing.
actually, I don't think no, you know what? I think it was more when I was like 8 or 9.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
she bought me a brand new stereo, she brought me all these CDs. Um,
Man, when you needed
she
CDs for.
right? She took me to, we used to, because my parents at first didn't feel comfortable with her being at the house.
Mhm.
Because we had moved since the last time she was in my life. And so we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Sorry, Phasma or not Phasma, Five Nights.
Yeah, dating myself there. And, in true egg donor fashion, she disappeared again.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, no, but at first she was trying to play the doting mother
Yeah.
because the new guy had kids.
Oh, so she was trying to
So
love bomb
she wanted to
you.
prove that she was a good mother, even though she didn't have
Oh.
custody of her kids.
No, but she was trying to be a good mother to his kids because 'cause they're his, and he was gonna provide. Ugh.
Pretty much, so she didn't buy me all that crap, he bought me all that crap, but, like, under her guidance or whatever.
Mm.
But anyway, so then
My daughter totally
she
sound like
disappears
this.
again. And then I guess so I actually found out recently, so I had always thought that the next step happened because my dad wanted to move out of state. And for those of you that don't know, when you have a child involved, you cannot leave the state that the child
Mhm.
resides in, or the child's not supposed to leave the state without both parents' permissions.
Yeah.
That's what I thought happened. No, I found out recently when I was home for Easter
Mhm.
that my mom had decided that she didn't like being in limbo anymore. Because in theory, because my dad started traveling a lot for work.
Okay.
So he was out of town a lot. And if egg donor had showed up, she didn't have any legal rights to stop her
Right.
from doing
Because
anything. And
oh.
she had a nasty habit of just showing up.
Mm.
So, and at some point, she eventually got our address because my parents had trusted her enough to come over. So, like, she knew where we lived, and my mom was like, I don't like that. Like, I want to have control of the situation because she's like, I'm not your legally your parent. Like, I
Yeah.
have no say. She's
Like,
like
she's doing everything for you.
no, she's like, "You're my daughter, I love you, but I don't have any actual
Ugh.
control over you."
Jeez. Okay.
Which, thank God we loved each other, 'cause could you imagine a bratty preteen with that information?
Ugh.
I never did that, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but, like, that would
no, so anyway, so they put an ad in the paper because they have to do everything they can to quote unquote try and notify her, and nobody knew where she was because again she's a drifter. Well, my mom worked for the Boys and Girls Club for the Girl Scouts, so they did a lot of events at the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Mhm.
So we were walking in. My brother wasn't there. He was at grandma's or like an aunt's house or whatever. But she would take me because I could play with the little girls. Because my brother was younger.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're walking in, and I think we forgot something in the car. So we turned around, and there's Egg Donor. She was picking up her other children. She finally got a little bit of custody back.
S at the Boys and Girls Club?
Yes, they were in an after school program at the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh.
But she took one look at me,
Mm.
turned, and ran away. That was the last time I physically have seen Egg Donor.
Oh.
And then so they did a trial to
Mhm.
to terminate her rights and have my mom adopt me. She didn't show.
No, she ran away already.
She didn't show. Yeah.
Ugh.
And that was the last time I saw her. And then when I was 21, before that, like I'd reached, so we would visit Pittsburgh occasionally, and like I would see my siblings like every once in a while when I was there. Like her siblings, obviously, I lived with my brother,
Yeah.
so I saw his ass all the time. But my sister was in her rebellious stage, so she was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
And she wasn't liking living with her grandparents, normal preteen bullshit. And so she had gotten in contact with Egg Donor like a dumbass. And
Mm.
Egg Donor ran her charm. And then she called me, my sister called me crying because Egg Donor had stolen $100 of her house keys.
Mm.
So I had to call and yell at her and be the mother in this relationship.
At this point, you were
And
theirs.
then, well, because I wasn't even that close to my sister, but like that's bullshit.
It is.
So I call her and I was like, "The fuck are you doing? Like, why are you stealing money from a child?" And I shit you not, her response was, "Well, you don't understand." I was like, "What do you mean?" And she is like, "She constantly wants rides everywhere, and she wants to change her hair color." And I was like, "So
She's a
she's a..."
teenager.
Yep, that's exactly what I said. I was like, "So she's a teenager."
What? Mm.
And I was like, "You need to grow up and be the parent in this relationship or stay the fuck away."
Honestly.
And she was like, "You're just a spoiled brat. You don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "Bitch, make me fly down there.
Mm.
Do it. I dare you." So my sister eventually got her house keys. And then that was it. That was our last contact until I was 27, and I got a Facebook message basically saying that she was dying of cancer and that she wanted to reach out and make amends and like put me in her life insurance or whatever. And my response was, because and I talked to my dad about it, and I was just like, it's a he and to their credit, my dad and my mom have never said anything negative about this woman.
Mhm.
They've let me form my opinions about her on my own my entire life. They have never once, I'm sure not with
To
me
your face.
to my face, but
Yeah.
they've never once to me said a negative word about her. They've never once called her a bad mother. They've never once said I couldn't see her. They never. Well, I mean, they might have, but not because of lack of on
I
their
mean,
part. That I wasn't allowed to see her, but it wasn't anything that they did.
yeah.
They never prevented it. Um,
I mean, your mom tried to find Egg Donor for you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, to their credit, they did their best to like have my relationship and with her and their relationship with her be two separate things, because they can hate the woman's guts and still respect the fact that she is technically the
Yeah.
reason why I'm here. But anyway, so and I talked, and I was, and my dad was like, "It's your call. Like, maybe you'll regret it if you don't." And I was like, "No, it's a lose-lose for me. That woman died for me when I was 13 years old. I've already mourned her death. And the way that I look at it is either A, it's a con, and she wants something,
Mhm.
and she wants to get back into my life and pull that sympathy card for whatever reason, because I don't have any money. Um, or B, she really has changed, and then she dies." So either way, I lose.
Yeah.
So then I straight up said, I was like, "I'm sorry that you're going through that. I don't need your money. Give it to your other children." And I set boundaries. I was like, "If you wanna talk to me, you can talk to me from this time to this time." Never heard from her again. Fun fact. She's still alive and well.
That cancer was fake.
Shocker.
Oh, God.
But yeah, so that's a little bit of my background
A
into
little?
into my, some of my abandonment issues
I
and
was
physical touch.
I was like, that's kind of the whole can and a couple of worms
Yeah,
at that point.
and this is why I feel unloved.
And what's even better is you were so
I am very loved, but
unbelievably, but at the same time, you were such a fucking brat.
and now you know why.
I knew a little bit of why, but now I really know.
Morgan's gonna need therapy after this.
I'm not looking for a therapist. However, if someone wants to sponsor us, we will definitely go to therapy. Uh, I am not actively looking for one because I can't afford it. But if it's sponsored,
Gotta love the economy.
oh, the economy is why we all need therapy.
You're not wrong.
So this is our first official hour-long episode.
Sorry.
We knew it was going to be a long one, which is why we got everything out in the beginning.
Well, I mean, with after editing, it might be a little bit short.
It's going to be an hour. There's not much to edit out.
I know. I was trying.
I know. But even then, we've learned a lot about thee.
Maybe too much.
Maybe.
Please remember your trigger warnings.
Please, for the love of.
Also, if you love someone and you haven't told them, please do. They might need that.
Yeah. But on a side note, happy Mother's Day
To our actual mothers
to our actual mothers.
and surrogate mothers.
Yes. Actual mothers, surrogate mothers, our friends that are mothers, those who can't be but are, because you don't have to be a female to be a mom, because some dads do it all.
They really do. We know some.
Mm-hmm. We know a good couple of them.
You guys are the real MVPs out there. All you parental figures, especially
Yes.
those doing it on their own.
Honestly, we can't do a Father's Day episode. I'd have way too much to say.
Morgan's not ready for that, so maybe next year.
And I live at home.
That's why I said Morgan's not ready for that, so maybe next year.
What's funny is he's heard a lot of it, like, to his face, but not from me. But that's our podcast.
What are we talking about next week?
Oh, next week is Fireball.
Fireball.
That is not the song. Oh, that's another. There's a Spotify account, not for our podcast posts,
No.
but we have the list of songs that we put with our episodes to ourselves so you can listen.
So if you would like to listen to the songs, they're in order of the episodes. If you would like to know which song made us think we were thinking of during the episode.
Yes. It is all attached to our YouTube, which is still at Hold My Bee.
And I believe that one is called The Hive, right?
Yes. So you have The Hive.
If you find the Hive playlist on Spotify, it's more than likely ours.
I just touched my new nose piercing.
Bitch.
Oh, sorry. I got my nose pierced today and I just touched it.
I'm a bad influence.
I'm going to cry.
She's going to be fine.
I am. It's making my eyes water. So we have The Swarm, which is our shop. We have The Hive, which is our Spotify.
And basically our whole umbrella.
Yes. We are going to have The Comb,
which is Reddit stories. We just haven't had time to record them with so much other stuff going on. But we did listen to that feedback. It will be a thing.
It's just we
got a lot going on.
And we were getting equipment still, and we're going to stick with the podcast for the most part until we have everything fully set up.
Once we get ahead again, we can start branching out.
Yes.
But right now we're behind. We're not ahead.
And we are going to take in the feedback that we've been given for the buzz. At the time of recording, we haven't done it yet, but we are going to take what you guys give us for all of that. We still need subscribers.
To nickname Morgan.
So if you want to comment on YouTube or any of the episodes,
If
I
you
think
want to
it's,
subscribe on YouTube, we just need to get, did we say 1,000?
I think it's 1,000
It's either
subscribers.
1,000 subscribers on YouTube or 1,000 followers on TikTok.
I think I made it 100.
Oh, 100. 100
Yeah, I made it less because
followers on TikTok.
not a lot of people.
A lot of people don't want TikTok, and we understand and respect that. Honestly, I only got TikTok because of COVID,
Yeah.
and now I'm obsessed.
Yes, but we now have a way to make actual content on our TikTok.
Learning.
Like we're learning so much. And thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness we have people in our lives who donate
And
things.
our tech gurus.
Yes. We have a friend who we already thanked today, but
yeah,
thank God. This is things that were donated. Because I don't think we could have afforded any of this.
No, this is actually a really nice setup. Thank you.
And we're getting tables and chairs and desks. It's a whole thing. It's ever developing. But thank you guys for hanging out and being a part of it.
Sorry, this one was so long.
There will be a disclaimer.
That was just a couple of highlights. That's not even. We didn't even dive.
We did not. That's like the tip of that iceberg.
I just don't think we have the time, and you guys don't have the money for therapy.
Yeah, like we have the alcohol for it here, but
I can't say for you. And also, some of you are trying to be sober, so we don't.
Yes,
really
yeah.
that.
And if you are, let us know. Good on you for being sober. That's a challenge. We're very proud of you.
We are. Couldn't be me, but that's
But
great
we are.
for you.
But we are. Look, you made a life choice and you made a challenge for yourself. You've done it.